Hey, Mike.
Hey.
We're doing a lot of shit, Mike.
Yes.
I go to sleep and hanging out with you. I woke up hanging out with you. It's going. It's going great.
Yeah.
I wish we got paid for it though.
I know, right?
We could do it full time, and I wouldn't have to fucking stress out. I like that. We're back to great fucking movies.
This
with
is
the
becoming
man.
consistent. This is becoming consistent. I like it.
The great man right here. The only man ever that can tell you if a movie is a great fucking movie. Did you fix the review that we used yesterday?
I still actually have to do. I'm doing that right now. Fuck it.
He showed you the shirt. You know what that mean, guys?
Yep.
Oh, why is it blue? This show is not blue. Give me a second. I want to fix that right now. This show is orange. There we go. Buy our shit. If you buy our shit, we'll fuck up less. I promise.
Exactly.
So far, 3 people have come up and 3 people have gone down, and they're all pretty good fucking reviewers. Nobody even is good yet. I have a feeling though that the person that we invited for today's show, it will be your very, very, very first fucking review.
Yes.
I like it.
The bar is so low, and I can't wait to be even fucking lower.
How you doing, Spence?
Oh, I'm tired. It is noon, so I should be sleeping in at this point.
Who sleeps at noon? What? Okay. To me, it's 2:40, and I'm also sleepy. But that's just because I have to wake up early to do kindergarten with a kid. Okay. Other than that, though, you got a good feeling for today, or you think it's gonna be a little bumpy?
As the resident YLS punching bag, I come into everything expecting the worst. If I get anything above a good fucking reviewer, I'm satisfied.
Yes, that is a very low bar. Let's see what happens. We changed a bit the format. This is actually the first episode of the new format.
Yes.
Some people told us like, but all you pick is the movies that Mike don't like from my list. You have them at 5 stars. I mean, if you put a movie at 5 stars, you better be willing to defend it.
Fair.
But we're here to please. So now we're capping this show at 20 movies, because even with 15, we did 90 minutes with Bar.
Yeah.
So 20 movies, 10 picked by our guest, and 10 picked by
yourself.
this guy. And they all have to be 5-star movies. Just that rule won't change ever. So we're starting here. We're gonna start strong today.
Okay.
We got Sky High.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Why is this 5 stars, Spence?
It's one of the greatest films of all time. It's one of those quintessential films for my fucking chat. Like, before, like, I honestly didn't even really get into superheroes until I was, like, in my teens. Because I don't know who that is, but fuck you. Like, MCU didn't really hit with me until Phase 2, but I grew up on this shit, man. Every day on Disney Channel, this shit was streaming. And I just felt this overwhelming surge of joy every time I saw Will Stronghold in Save the Citizen just beat the shit out of fucking Stretch Armstrong and Speedy Dude. Like, this is one of the great just films from my childhood, you know? Like, it doesn't need to be this avant-garde, speaking of, like, world issues. It's just a dude who wants a girl who sounds like Patrick Warburton, then he fucks Poison Ivy, and then he beats them all. Like, it's fucking rad.
Every time you say it, people give me this shit like, I saw this in my childhood. This is my childhood right here. I was 5 years old when this movie came out.
Sorry, I don't think you want to know how young I am.
I wouldn't go that far, like ass, but 5 stars is insane. Ah, but I have to say, I think this might be a bias pick because you cannot fucking put Bruce Campbell and Kurt Russell in the same movie and expect this man to not give you some support. So, Mike Hanley
Yeah.
is Sky High a great fucking movie?
Well, you said it yourself, man. What movie has Kurt Russell and Bruce Campbell in it? I mean, this is a great fucking movie. I love this movie. This movie's so much fucking fun.
I do like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, her bad guy, and the whole reason why she's in high school with the twist in the end. That was kind of brilliant, honestly. Other than that,
There's a dude
not
named War and Peace. That's perfect. That's fucking great.
other than that, it's not Jetstream, guys. Well, I mean, it is Jetstream, guys. It's not Streamline. Good shit.
Yeah.
Okay. A point for you, I guess. Yeah, I'd say the same. I agree, Cody. But this is not my show. It's his show. The man that is never wrong. So now we're gonna move up to Don't Breathe.
Oh, okay.
I
So
was surprised. I was surprised of this pick because it's a good movie. And usually your list does not have good movies.
So Don't Breathe is like an interesting thing where when I was really, I think I talked to you about this before. When I was really young, I didn't really like horror films because they always just sat with me of just like, oh, there's the scare, and I have that like disassociation between film and real life where I just don't get into it. And this fucked with me. Like this is the first time ever watching a horror film. Like this is not the one that got me into horror films, but like this opened the door for me. Where I was able to like really get into the shit and how fucked up it all was just like kept me intrigued and kept me there, and I got genuinely concerned for the characters. In fact, like, you're not really rooting for them at the beginning, and then when fucking Avatar dude comes in and beats the ever loving fuck out of him, I forgot his name. Like immediately you get like concerned for their well-being and how fucked up things. Yeah, thank you. And how fucked up the direction going is like you have to start rooting for them, and it's like this wonderful balance of sympathy and disgust, and everything in the basement just it sits with me, and it's heavy shit. And like this is the film that led me to to discovering like fucking Suspiria and The Thing and Carrie. Like this is the opening for everything for me. And what
Are those movies not 5 stars?
I think some of them are.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think I would have had a different opinion of this pick going in, but I will say, you say this is the first one that opened the door for horror when you were young. This movie is 5 years old.
I was 17.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Mike Hanley.
Yeah.
Is this 5-year-old movie a great fucking movie?
Okay, so first Fede Alvarez, the Evil Dead remake that I saw, fucking loved, and I was waiting for his next movie, man. I was fucking excited. And then this movie came in. I saw that had Stephen Lang and Jane Levy, who I saw Jane Levy from Shameless. And I loved her in that. So I went, hey, this is looking fucking good so far. And I watch it, and it's fucking great. I'm having a goddamn blast with it. It's a great fucking movie. There's so, like, just the aspect of them stuck in that fucking house with a blind guy that is trying to fucking destroy them is amazing. It's an amazing concept. I love the dog scene out by the car. Everything about this is fucking fantastic. I wish that they would have done the sequel sooner, because now I don't know with so much time passing how it's going to be. But yeah, the original, great fucking movie.
I am actually confused by Fede because I also think the remake he did of Evil Dead is fucking gold, and I really like this movie too. I haven't seen the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo sequel he made, but people say it's bad. But I did see Chaos Walking, and it is bad.
It is bad? Shit.
Yes. So
I don't think he did that.
That's 50-50 right there. I had great hopes for the man, but I don't know. I'm not gonna finalize the nail in the coffin of Fede Alvarez yet because I do have to watch that girl dragon tattoo movie thingy. Let's see what happens. So 2 for 2. Shit, this is going different than I expected.
Wait for the dive. Wait for the dive.
Cody should be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, I can wait for Cody to pop and just yell some fucking shit at me.
The next one, I've never even heard of. It's called Beast.
Okay, so for those who like pay attention to me on Twitch Trivia Night, which is a very low number of people, this stars my wife Jessie Buckley. This is one of the first things I saw her in. Basically, it's a girl who's been like rejected from every man she's ever like been with. They've been abusive and real shitty to her, and then she comes across this guy who's playing David Bowie in a biopic coming up soon. And like, oh, he's like really nice, really cares about me. And then out of nowhere, bodies start dropping and serial killers in the area. And there's enough going on that she believes that this dude who loves her might be the serial killer. And it's about how far she's going to go to protect the only man who's ever loved her amidst all of her family. Like, she is alone in the world. She feels absolutely separated from everyone else. And like, this dude is there for her. And I think that psychosis, that idea of how far would you go to be with someone who you know is dangerous is fucking brilliant. And Buckley and Flynn are both incredible. I pushed the fuck out of this movie back when this came out in 2017, 18. No one fucking watched it because apparently I don't pitch films well. But I think I saw Lady Macbeth before Florence Pugh got huge. This was me saying Buckley's going to be a fucking star. And after I'm thinking of Anythings and Fargo, she's getting there, and I'm so fucking excited to see where her career goes because this is an amazing start.
This movie came out in 2017, so basically your developmental years.
I'm still in my developmental years, technically.
I have nothing to say because I haven't seen it, but I do like that actress, and I'm thinking of Anything is fucking perfect. I don't care what anybody else said, but it's definitely not a Cody movie. Mike,
Yeah.
what do you think about Beast? Have you actually seen this?
Yeah. Spence asked me to watch this last night, so I watched it today. I made sure to watch it today before this episode, and I enjoyed it. I think Buckley is great, but I didn't love it. I think it's a pretty good fucking movie. It's definitely a movie I'm going to rewatch, and maybe that'll change, but for now, yeah, I enjoyed it for what it is.
It's all right, Bart. She's a Irish girl who wants to be an American country singer, and she's good, but the movie's all right. It's fine.
That's a weird dream. Okay. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat this. The next one's Cats.
Okay, here's the thing to understand about me. Some 5 stars are like semi-ironic. This is the case that I've talked about on, I think it was on the Rotten Tomatoes YLS. To me, this is not a good movie. It is an atrocity. It is a war crime. But nothing is better than having friends who have never seen it get them real fucking drunk and watch their horror. Like, this is a horror film. Watch them terrified at everything that Tom Hooper has created. Like, the music, majority bad. I think the Taylor Swift original song is like fine. I think her actual performance is all right. I don't hate it as much as most people, and like that is the shit that I go through. But giving this 5 stars is the experience of watching it. There's a film that's going to come later. I don't want to spoil because you might have picked it as well for that post-ironicness. But it's just the watch. Like, it's fucking Trolls 2. It's fucking Trolls 2 for the new age. It is so much fun to watch everyone around me get absolutely mortified at experiencing this for the first time.
I love Troll 2. I love the documentary about Troll 2.
Yes, documentaries are fucking shit.
And you know what? They're not 5-star movies. Mike Hanley.
Yes.
Meow.
Well, the thing is, I have not seen this movie because it looked fucking horrible, so I have not seen it.
By not seeing it, I cannot allow you to give it a great fucking movie rating.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're gonna do on top of 19 movies today instead of 20 because there's no decision.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm fucking my way to the top. Let's go.
I actually think that might help you out. So
Yeah.
let's fucking go. The next one.
Do
Next
Lucas
one
and
is
Zach
actually-
podcast for cats starring Mike Hanley.
The next one is actually a pretty great fucking movie. It's another movie that should have beaten Forrest Gump but didn't. I mean, there are several. Pulp Fiction could have beat Forrest Gump. Shawshank definitely should have beat Forrest Gump. And Quiz Show should also beat Forrest Gump.
So Quiz Show is my favorite film from 1994. I think it's absolutely incredible. Like I watched this around the time like I started getting into like the concept of game theory about just like the whole, and it's one of the reasons I'm so interested in strategy now and trivia about just like the whole politics and mindset behind like trying to get the best at the game. And for me, like the moment that I knew like this is my shit was when I think it's Totoro, not like Leguizamo. So it's when Totoro's like there about to end his run and he is just sweating, terrified at the fact that he's supposed to throw the game. And I think every performance here is great. Ray Fiennes plays like this like snobby British bitch who you think I would hate, but he's absolutely amazing in it. I've been meaning to rewatch this because of how much I loved it when I first saw it, and I haven't gotten around to it again. But this is the film that I will always champion as like. I have a handful of films that I will say like, oh, do you want to get into film that's like not the Pulp Fiction and the Shawshank? Like this is it. This to me is you're never gonna like. Oh, it's like Cody has a great catchphrase like, oh, we want to watch Capote on a Monday. This is one of those films that like you wouldn't just sit down like, yeah, sure, it's fucking Tuesday. Let's watch Quiz Show. But this is the thing that I'm like, this is like fucking watch this. This shit is absolutely incredible.
Those are the exact same feelings I have about The Postman. Mike, is Quiz Show a great fucking movie?
Okay, so I've seen this movie a few times. I enjoy this movie very much. The cast is fantastic. Hank Azaria is great. John Turturro is great. Ralph Fiennes is great. There's something about it that doesn't take it to the next level to me. I think it might be, to me, it might be a little overlong. I wish tighten it up a little bit. But it's still a good fucking movie to me. It is a good fucking movie.
I always forget when I want to make jokes about Ray Fiennes, the quote he did in that Coen Brothers movie, but it's fucking hard to pronounce. But the words are so simple. Fuck it. Another day, I'll make that joke. So, you started strong and you went off the fucking deep end.
I'm waiting for it.
The next one, I agree that it's a 5-star movie.
I'm
God.
scared.
For my kid. It's Scooby-Doo.
Oh my
Yeah.
Monsters
Oh my
Unleashed.
fucking God.
I'm gonna play the child card again.
Before you say anything, if you're gonna watch one Scooby-Doo movie, watch Scooby-Doo meets Batman. But if you wanna watch a theatrically released Scooby-Doo movie, watch Scoob. But if you wanna watch
Fuck
a
you.
theatrically released live-action movie, this is the better one of the two. Definitely, this is actually a Scooby-Doo movie. The other one was a cynical piece of shit disguised as a Scooby-Doo movie. And
Okay.
only Jake Marangoni understands my feelings on that. But, Spence, your movie.
Number one, the original Scooby-Doo is not that bad. It is heavily flawed, but it is still a lot of fun. And fuck Scoob, this is my shit, okay? Like, I grew up in like fucking like kindergarten and first grade, like was watching the old Scooby-Doo cartoons, and I found this, and this is like I have to fucking watch this. The Game Boy Advance was absolutely incredible. Watching them go through and fight all of their old like enemies in this new live action form, and getting their backstory as well as these really like genuinely interesting fight scenes, as well as I think the character dynamics between the gang is all great and has some of the best fucking jokes. This is where James Gunn broke onto the scene, and it's for a damn good reason. The script is actually funny. Not to mention it created Cameron Rachel's #1 crush, Velma Dinkley, in the orange jumpsuit. And it has fucking Seth Green. Like, if I'm forgetting her fucking name. If Velma Dinkley can fall in love with Seth Green, there's chances for the rest of us. Like, this movie is the absolute like nerd. Like this is nerd heaven right here. This is everything you want out of an adaptation. I don't know how anyone has is it dated? Absolutely. Is it bad? Absolutely fucking not. This is awesome.
Okay. You know what it doesn't have? Scrappy Doo, and that's a fucking great thing. That though sucks. Yeah, Linda Cardellini is the best Velma in every
If Linda
iteration.
Cardellini can fall in love with Seth Green, the bar is low. The bar is real low for men out there.
Mike Hanley is Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. A great fucking movie.
Okay, so I grew up with the Scooby-Doo cartoons. I fucking loved them. That being said, Matthew Lillard and Linda Cardellini are definitely the best parts of both these movies. They're fucking fantastic in both of them. But this is a definition of a fucking movie.
Fuck you.
This movie
Fuck
is
you.
fucking terrible. I'm sorry, man. This movie's terrible. It's a fucking movie.
I mean,
Oh, you
I will
bitch.
give some credit to Spence. At least he didn't put the first one, which is worse. And actually, Matthew Lillard can act the fuck out of by himself. He was so good at this that he got hired as the main voice of Shaggy for a bunch of things after.
Yes, he did.
Shaggy sold the whole bullshit body swapping in the first one. Like, he's genuinely like the best actor of the fight. Like, he's a genuinely good actor, and it ends up that we couldn't see more of
Freddie
him.
Prinze Jr. He's not.
I agree with that, yeah. Hey, Torky chicks like you turned me on to.
The next movie, I actually haven't seen either. Somehow, something tells me Mike probably has. So,
Hey, come on.
Revenge.
Fuck yeah, okay. Before I even knew it was on the show, it's like, Mike, you're gonna fucking dig this. So this starts out super fucked up, super depressing, and turns into one of the greatest revenge thrillers of all time. So this girl goes on a vacation with like her boyfriend who's 20 years older than her, and 3 of his friends. She gets assaulted by like all of them, and then to make sure she doesn't tell anybody, they try to kill her by beating the fuck out of her and throwing her out of like their high-rise apartment in the desert. She survives after like getting, I think she gets impaled like on a rock or a cactus or some shit, and she has to go and try to survive in the desert and starts tripping on fucking peyote on a revenge thing to kill every single one of the dudes who did that to her, and it is absolutely incredible. I'm forgetting. I think it's like Caroline Farraget or something, the director, but it looks amazing. She has this great understanding of like color theory and film, and she has this great contrast, and the action is absolutely brutal. I talked to Mike about it. The actual final sequence is so simple in concept, but it's done so fucking amazingly, doing like this tiny ass set. Like this is my shit. When I like the whole, like, you guys have a show, Why We Love Horror. This is why I love fucking horror, because there's weird shit that I would never find. And I have a random dude who's like watches everything, like check the shit out. This is the shit which makes me love horror films.
There it is.
Yeah,
I love horror films. And I for some reason haven't seen this one. I think this is a French film, right?
it's all in English, but it might have been French produced.
Okay. Mike Hanley,
Yes.
have you seen Revenge?
Yes, I have.
Is it a
And
great
there are
fucking
certain
movie?
horror movies that the more I watch, the more I fucking fall in love with. And I think this is going to be one of those movies. For my first time watch, I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. It is like Spence said, that beginning is so fucked up. And I just love that they stay on her after she falls off that cliff, and you get to experience exactly what the hell she is feeling. And that ending is fucking incredible. This is a movie that will more than likely go up on WeWatch. For now, I thought it was a good fucking movie.
Is it better than I Spit on Your Grave?
Oh, yeah.
Is it better than I Spit on Your Grave, the remake?
Yes.
Probably watching that.
See,
Hell
those
yeah.
movies are just like. I respect the original because of Wes Craven, but those movies are made to fuck you up. Those are like to just fuck with your head. 100%. That's what that movie's made for. Especially the remake is insane.
You know what movie I didn't like the remake? The Last House on the Left. I love the Craven one, but the remake is so weird. And that scene where the guy gets the head on the microwave and he turn it on. Microwaves don't turn on with the door open. What the fuck are you doing, man? This is like basic shit. Come on. The next one is one of the best movies of all time. One from my top 100. The next one.
An animated
Lilo
movie?
and Stitch.
Okay.
Hell yes. So this movie actually sort of like
This
fell
is
out of
top
love.
5 Disney right here.
Hell yeah. This movie actually sort of fell out of love with semi-recently. We're just like, oh yeah, it's just, I don't know why, I just felt disconnected with it. And I did a rewatch for a fandom match like sort of recently.
That I agree with, Lucas.
And it just hits. It hits so like Disney struck this chord, which I didn't know they were capable with at this time, of just understanding like the human drama of it all, and so wonderfully balancing with like this out there sci-fi alien intrigue, and the actual.
God damn.
I am a dad, so yeah.
The relationship between Lilo and Nani is one of my favorite, just like one of my favorite character dynamics in all of Disney. Not to mention the supporting cast of I'm forgetting his fucking name, fucking Doctor Dude and Pleakley, and even Gantu, even in a smaller role in the film is great. I will also plug the Lilo and Stitch TV series, fucking rad. I love seeing how they expand on the world in the direct-to-DVD animated sequels, where you actually get to see them all live on the island and how they all find their own place in society. It's wonderful. This whole idea, like, I'm gonna say right now because it might come up later, like a lot of films I just love for the gay shit and the idea of a found family hits in queer culture. So like this is my shit. Like he is lost and no one loves him until he finds like this family who loves him for who he is. Perfect. Fucking great. Hits me fucking deep. It's awesome.
This is one of the best TV shows Disney produced. I think this and Aladdin are actually the ones I think are more successful, like spinning off of the movies. And I think this one just basically took, because they didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They just needed an excuse. He is experiment 626, so there must be 625 other experiments, right? So they're gonna fucking find him. And every episode focuses on a different one. And it's a fun TV show, and they keep the basic. They have a lot of the voice cast from the movie on the show, and they also just keep like that energy going, and it's kind of brilliant. The movies from the TV show are Stitch the movie and Leroy and Stitch.
There's also Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch.
But is that part of the series? I think that's a thing. I actually think the Lilo and Stitch 2 is more of a direct sequel to Lilo and Stitch, and the other two are definitely made from the TV series because they have the same type of animation. Like it's a cheaper looking animation. Leroy and Stitch is good. I don't really love Stitch the movie, except the hamster evil guy. That's great. And Lilo and Stitch 2, I actually think is a solid sequel. One of the few direct-to-DVD Disney sequels that I say, like, you know what? Watch that shit. Mike has no idea what the fuck we're talking about. Have you seen Lilo and Stitch, Mike?
I have seen Lilo and Stitch, and you guys know how I feel about most animated movies.
True.
However, there are certain few that I can still watch and love the shit out of, and this is one of them. I love the hell out of this movie. It has a beautiful message. Her and the relationship between her and the older sister is fucking incredible. I love it. This is a great pick. Great fucking movie.
Yes, we are, Bar. Yes, we are. And I am actually glad that you gave this one a great fucking movie because it's a great fucking movie. Love it. Next pick. 154. I guess we're going. Ooh, this now this is a good fucking movie.
Okay, I'm scared.
When I say I am the law, you might think I'm going with 95 Stallone bullshit. No, this is a good one. He's the fucking law. Dreads, dang, good pick.
Hey, I think there's a very clear trend with my films where it's like I like the weird, like very liberal art house shit, and then I like this, which is just the super fucking balls to the wall, insane fucking rad action movies, and this shit is it. I watched it just prepping for Geek back when MTFO was a thing because they had it in their mixed bag, and I gave a shit about Geek then. And Carl Urban just creates this wonderful protagonist who you get so much from him, but his mouth acting, which is a fucking talent, sells every little emotion in his. And it's like you wouldn't expect something like that from this film. You think it's just you think it's fucking Judge Dredd, some lame star vehicle for a good action star, but fuck you, Lucas. The director is a fucking puppet, Alex Garland. Like, he understands action so just fucking well. And the hyper stylization and the slow-mo. The actual, the exposure of it all and the color balancing is incredible. And the fact that they kept it all confined to that one location. The fact they made it all tense and had great, like, choreography and understanding of the world that they were living in. This is just one of those great, if I'm teaching, like, action storytelling, this is the shit that I go with.
What was the name of the city? Not the city.
Mega City 1.
Building. Mega City 1, but the building. You remember?
Oh, fuck if I know. I think it's a Peachtree, something like that.
Something like that. Somebody asked me that on trivia, and I fucked that up. But I like the movie, and I gotta admit though, if you wanna give somebody a fucking message, throwing a motherfucker from the top floor of a building while he has to leave it in slow motion is a motherfucking message.
Fucked in the head.
Mike Hanley, is Dredd a great fucking movie?
See, I grew up with 90s Dredd. I fucking despised it. It's so fucking stupid. And then this movie came, but this movie came out with The Raid. And both kind of same concepts, one location, kicking ass, and I always preferred The Raid over this one. Dredd, I still think is a good fucking movie. I like it, but I think the better version of both those movies is fucking The Raid, 100%.
But Mike, if I haven't seen The Raid, can I get it bumped up to like a pretty good fucking movie?
No, it's a good fucking movie. It is good fucking movie.
I'm gonna have a star review my fault.
The next one. I don't know if it's a great fucking movie, but you know what it is? It's an excellent movie.
Oh shit!
One of my favorite comedies. Like again, like there's a very clear line of what I like, and this is one of the things people do not understand how I like because like the blatant homophobia and this shit. But Bill and Ted are awesome. I need to go back and watch Bogos Journey because I don't really love it that much. But Excellent Journey is my shit. It's that perfect balance for me of like cool sci-fi shit and great world building and history joke. Like I fucking love history. Like I love learning about shit from the past and seeing them go back and even on the basic level of like the stoner comedy, don't need to know much. It still fucking hits, and it hits so well. And every one of the time period just so fully realized. And seeing at the end of the film, even seeing how every one of these react to the modern world is fucking hilarious. It's all great. Napoleon, his old shit is awesome. He's just a fucking short dude who just likes water parks, and it all works. It's fucking great. I wish Alex Winters worked more in film because he creates this wonderful character and he sells it so well. Keanu is Keanu. And
he is killing it in documentaries now. He's fucking killing it in documentaries.
I mean, to watch his shit. It sounds great. And I wish I remembered his fucking name, Rufus.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
Yep, George Carlin.
And it's coming into George Carlin as well. Like this sent me spiraling down so many rabbit holes, and it hits. And it hits so well. Like I think the sequels are just like casually descending in quality, but this is a fucking bullet in the wall. Like this hits and it sticks and it's fucking perfect.
I mean, I kind of see that with Face the Music, but Bogos Journey is the shit, sir.
I mean, again, I'm gonna rewatch it, but I don't think it's better than this. I don't think there's any way it could be better than this.
To me, Bogos Journey is like top level shit because they went fucking bonkers. It's like, well, we need the time travel shit. Maybe let's go to like to fucking hell and then come back, and then go to heaven and then come back, and you know what, some sci-fi shit
And
too.
station.
And in the end, it's like, you know what, let's add some time travel to it too. Fuck it, because why not? And this also had a great video game on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
The original monochrome, heavy as shit, 4 AA batteries draining Game Boy. I love it. Mike, is this a great fucking movie?
Okay, so guys, you guys know George Washington, right? He had wooden teeth. He chased Moby Dick. That's Captain Ahab, dude. I fucking love this movie. This movie's fucking incredible. I love every second of it. Genghis Khan is fucking hilarious in the goddamn sporting goods section. Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves are so fucking fantastic together. Their chemistry is fucking amazing. Yeah, this was in my top hundreds. Yeah, this is a great fucking movie. I love this movie.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is them trying to like get so great to come with them, and they're just like, all we are is dust in the wind. It's like, oh yeah, and then goes with them.
Dust,
fucking great.
Wind, dude.
Fucking mint.
Okay, I think we have reached halfway point. So far, it's not looking great.
It's gonna go down. I know it is.
Let's see. You may be wrong.
No.
You may be wrong.
We
Because the next one is a great fucking movie. One of my all-time favorite comedies, Galaxy Quest.
Hell yeah! So there's this fun story about it. If you click the review, this is my 1,000th like film I logged on Letterboxd, and I sat down and I talked about all my friends like, what is gonna hit me the best? And this is before I even like really started watching Star Trek. It's fucking Music Bar. I know that. I couldn't tell you the band because I'm a dumb shit, but like I know it's music. Mike, I understand it, but I don't remember it. Galaxy Quest just hit me so well. Like, even not being a huge Star Trek nerd, the whole idea of like putting the power to the fandom and how everything that you love and everything that you like base like your passion, your life around could be real, and these people getting sucked into the world and having to solve the problems that they went through in their TV show is awesome. Alan Rickman, a fucking boss, incredible. Sigourney Weaver, a fucking boss, incredible. Tim Allen is a bitch, but he's still incredible. Like, this movie is firing on all cylinders, and even the boring Earth shit, where I forget the exact fucking quote. It's like, by Grabthar's hammers, you shall be avenged with these low, low prices.
Yeah, by Grabthar's hammers, what a savings.
That's what it is. Like,
There we go.
the movie hits, and it has this great understanding of not just comedy, but what it means to be a fan of these super deep, these super lore heavy franchises, and every little piece of the universe is so like has so much love put into it. Like, this is just incredible.
I actually agree. They just basically Star Trek. Oh fuck! I forgot the show. The Robot Chicken version of Star Trek, but like for full feature length, and actually kind of fucking brilliant. I'm happy as fuck they never made a sequel, because I don't think they have anywhere to go but down, and it's probably my other than the Toy Story movies, because I keep forgetting it's Tim Allen because I don't like him. The one time I can see him on screen, I was like, I don't mind it. The guy's fucking funny in this one. So, Mike Hanley, by Raptor's Hammers. Is this a great fucking movie?
So this is by far the greatest Star Trek movie ever made. There will be no better Star Trek movie than this one. Alan Rickman and Sam Rockwell take this shit up to a fucking 11. They are fucking incredible in this movie. This is in my top 20 of all time. I fucking love this movie. This movie is so fucking incredible. Sam Rockwell as Guy, as the guy who dies at the beginning of the movie. That's all the fucking things. He goes, Guy, you have a last name. Do I? I fucking love it, man. This is so fucking funny. towards the end with them crash landing at the fucking fan convention, all the shit that happens to them is fucking amazing. Tony Shalhoub is incredible in this. Yeah, this is amazing. I love this movie. Great
I've got to
fucking
look
pick.
her up.
Great fucking movie.
Okay, so she's the wife of Spectre in Big Fish. The girl who the scientist in the show ends up falling in love with, the girl with like the blonde hair and the big eyebrows. She's great. She's this fucking character actor. I went down a spiral looking up her shit the other day, and I saw that she was in Galaxy Quest. And
isn't she the same one that plays the Russian chick from Dodgeball?
Yes, it's the same girl.
That's her.
Like how is she in that many good fucking movies? Like, she's actually great.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking great. Mike, do you like music?
Do I like musicals?
No,
music. Music? Yeah, for the most part.
Do you like rock and roll?
Yeah.
Do you like kids who pretend to be in a band to pick up a girl because they do rock and roll?
Here we go.
I don't know if I picked this or not. Like this is like my top 10, maybe even top 5 of all time. This is great. One of my favorite. Like this is a perfect fucking movie. I feel like I lose a lot of words to talk about this because it is so loved in our community. Like every fucking YLS, every single fucking time I'm like, oh, my favorite films of the decade. Like this is on the list, and I can't deny it. I can't ignore it. It's incredible. Same with fucking Scott Pilgrim and Parasite and Spider-Verse and all that shit. Like there's a reason I gave them all 5 stars because they're perfect fucking movies. At the end of the day, I don't know what else to talk about this. Other than I think the soundtrack is great. Man, some nostalgic shit. I hate that fucking movie.
I think that is the other snowflake.
Yes.
Freddie Walsh PLO and fucking girl from Bo Rap. I'm forgetting her name right now. Lucy Boynton. Like they're great. The supporting cast is all great. Jack Reynor gives one of my favorite supporting performances of the decade. Even in such a simple role, he brings so much depth to it. But I don't know what there is to say that hasn't been said about it. Other than I think that I actually really dislike Brown Shoes, which is my only dog against the film. I think Brown Shoes is actually a bad song. People should roll with the model, which I don't get. I think it's fun, and I know why it's bad, but the badness is what makes it fun. Brown Shoes just sucks. Oh, no, it's not Brown Shoes, it's Girls. Girls is an atrocity. Girls is awful. But it's a great fucking movie.
What is the first? Lucy Boyden, right? It's the girl?
Yeah.
Lucy Boyden, I have only seen in 2 movies, and she has been perfect in both. This one was fucking beautiful, and she could not save Bo Rap from being fucking Bo Rap. She was great though. Mike,
yes.
Sing Street. Is it a great fucking movie?
This is probably one of my favorite movies with the message of siblings. Like the brother relationship in this is fucking incredible. Having Jack Reynor know, like that little speech he gives to him when he's talking about how he had to grow up with his parents while they were going through all the shit they were going through, and he only got to see like the ending portion of it. Yeah, and
he's a fucking
the way he has his music, and that he knows he fucked it up in his life, and he doesn't want him to fuck it up as well. That message is fucking incredible. I love this movie. This movie's insane. I saw this at a theater with my buddy. We were the only people in the fucking theater. It's this independent theater. We're the only ones there, and I fucking loved it, man. It's an incredible story. I love the music in it. Music is great. Yeah, this is so much fun.
So actually, fun fact about this. I also saw this in the theater, and it's fuck you, but you're wrong. It's one of my favorite theater going experiences because, of course, it's a small indie film with cast nobody who knows. So obviously, kids are gonna try and sneak inside and fuck in there. I'm sitting there, top of the back row, just like loving the shot of this, and 2 kids are coming like fucking going out, and they see me and they leave. I prevented an unwarranted pregnancy that night. It's one of my proudest achievements in life. I saved a child that day.
Some stories should remain private. The next movie. Talking about fucking disgusting thing of people having sex on beds that don't belong to you. The next one is the second best movie out of the 3 I have seen from Billy Wilder.
Oh, yes! Yes. I did a thing last summer where basically I had our little fucking group chat with a name that none of y'all would like. Basically, give me movies to watch because I want to like your shit. I want to understand who you are. And Cameron Redshaw, my first team partner, who I love to death, gave me this, his favorite film of all time, and it's a great fucking movie. I wasn't like, I had so many speculative thoughts about like, oh, is it really that good? And this worry about if I dislike it, will that like look bad on me? But every second the film went on, I loved it even more. Fucking Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine giving two of the best performances of the decade. I haven't seen a lot, but they're still in very high regard. I think their characters are wonderful. Fucking old dude whose name I should pull up the cast list so I don't keep fucking this stuff up. Fred McMurray. Fred McMurray is a fucking bastard in this, and he sells it so well at like this casual level of the kind of dude who you would meet every day, who you would just think is fine, like not great, and the casual depravity that he lives in, and the shit that he puts Fran Kubelik through, hurts so much. And she's just a character I empathize with a lot. She reminds me of a lot of girls I went to like high school and now college with, of just attaching themselves to these horrible people. And when a genuinely good person comes in their life, she's just conditioned and she knows what kind of man she wants as much as she wants a good person, a good guy. She just can't fall for him. And the absolute pain of that relationship is portrayed fucking perfectly.
This is the first time I actually saw a Shirley MacLaine role that I thought like, wow, she was really like this beautiful, sweet girl, you know? And it's fucking heartbreaking the way the man treat them. I always knew her as like the grumpy old woman from the movies in the 80s. But the guy has a single man bed, a small bed. And he always has to wait till like 11:30 or 12 midnight to get into his fucking house. The man is tired. The man just wants to go to sleep. He doesn't change the fucking sheets, and those motherfuckers don't do it either. They don't even pick up the trash from the living room. So he goes every night and sleeps in jizz. And I couldn't get that out of my head for the first 45 minutes. I just couldn't deal with it. And almost ruined the experience, to be honest. These motherfuckers can't pay a fucking motel. You don't want paper trail? Just give this man a bonus and he will rent it for you. Stop abusing the man.
That's the point of the story, though, is he's promised more. And he doesn't give it to him, and that's why he backs out halfway. He's like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing this anymore because you're not giving me anything out of it. Like, the reason he puts up with so much shit is because he's promised a promotion. He's promised a raise. He doesn't get it. And when he finally set up for himself, he's like, you know, I was considering giving it to you pretty soon. If you're, and then, like, it is that idea of the casual dickishness, the gaslighting, of the absolute control you have over everyone in your life, and that's why McMurray's character is so brilliant.
But he lives in jizz. Yeah. Mike Hanley, yeah. Is this a great fucking movie?
I didn't love this movie.
What the fuck?
I liked it.
Yes, right?
Of course. No, I like the performances. I think the performances are great. It's just not my movie, man. It's just not my story. It's a pretty good fucking movie. I liked it. I had a good time with it. I probably won't ever revisit it again.
I wanna address something here. Somebody gave me 60s Hepburn as a strength for a match in Untold. And I did not watch a single one of them, but I read all them wikis. And when I was reading the wiki for this one, I thought, this sounds like a movie I pretty much would enjoy. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch that one.
Is the Children Tower the one where they're not lesbians, they're just in love? Is that the one?
They're lesbians, man. They love shit. And they're women. Okay. Moving on. The next one is is it better or is it worse? I actually think this is a pretty good fucking movie. I don't know if Mike will agree though. You know what?
Do it.
Don't brand the shirt. Just put it up there. Nothing explained.
That shit is gonna happen. I'm gonna give up that. I don't know if Mike's gonna like this, but I really love this movie. It's actually kind of sweet. He doesn't like cartoons though. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. This is one of like. This is gonna age me a lot. Like, I have weird memories with my child. We can get into that another time. But this is one of the first times I remember like seeing a movie in a theater, and it blew me away. I think John Powell made one of the greatest scores of all time with this, and he perfectly captures just that feeling that like you haven't lived it, but you can understand it with the way that he makes it sound, of the flying just through Burke and the wonders of the world while connecting to this thing. It's at its core, it's a boy and his dog tale, but elevated to such an amazing, like, ethereal level. That, like, balancing these really weighty, like, these weighty ideas that you wouldn't normally see so deftly understood in a kid's film. But, like, just this extreme hatred for something that you just, like, you think it's a danger to you, but it's only because they're, like, defending themselves from the danger you put on them, and they this endless cycle of just shit you put each other through. And Toothless is just fucking cute, y'all. Like, he's awesome. And seeing like the second that Hiccup and him like bond in the little forest and giving him fish and doing little like stick dance, like, it's great. It's so fucking good. And I think 2 is just as good, if not better. It's very close. But this is the film where it's like, if you don't like this, you're not human. Like, flat out. Like, this is a litmus test film. If you dislike this,
like
go fuck yourself, Borg.
Mike,
Yeah.
I gotta say, I agree that this movie is actually fucking great.
Well, yeah.
I don't agree that the second one is as good, but is it a great fucking movie?
Okay, so again, there are certain animated movies that I love, and then there's the majority that they're just not for me. This movie I fucking love. Yeah, this is a great fucking movie. I love the story behind this. I love the messages behind this. Cast list is fucking incredible. They all do fucking great, and fucking Scotland shit, man. I love that crap. Come on, I love this shit.
That's the second best reason today for liking or disliking the movie. So the next one, I think I forgot to remove this because this is not a movie.
Dun, dun, dun.
The next one, it is in fact a shitty movie. God.
Fuck. Okay. This is the one, like, and you're like, okay, send in your shit. I will stand by this. This is the like, it's the same shit as Sweeney Todd, which we talked about on YLS a while ago. Like, is it an awful adaptation that fucks up the show? Absolutely. Is it still a great fucking movie? 100%. I think Roxy Hart and Velma Kelly are incredibly just like magnetic protagonists, and they're awful people doing horrible shit for no good reason, and you are just connected to them and you're drawn into their story. And this is the shit, like, people hold this against when I say that I don't like films with unlikable protagonists, and this is the one, like, one of the few exceptions where seeing Roxy's journey of self-obsession and where it takes her, and this idea of how much she's willing to do and to fake and to just create into the ether to try and just be a successful, like, performer is enigmatic. Richard Gere, fuck him. He ruined it. Richard Gere is the reason this film sucks because of the fucking editing. I think he gives a good performance. Doesn't understand the character. He fucking destroys the film. But I like watching him. I think he plays the role of the lawyer well. He doesn't do much else. But that being said, that has a wonderful supporting cast. I think other than him, every person in the cast understands the movie they're in and understands, like, they give just the right amount of depth to characters which are just one part of the film. Mr. Cellophane is brilliant. John C. Reilly is a man who can honestly barely sing, even though he's in two great music films. But he like, his range is so perfectly suited for Amos. And Mr. Cellophane is one of my favorite musical sequences of the 2000s, just because of how the loneliness that he gives in his performance is just perfect.
I actually agree that that song is pretty dope, but this movie is still shit. Mike Hanley, do you disagree with me, or do you agree with the right take? It is a great fucking movie. It is an Oscar winner, though.
And you guys know how I feel about certain types of movies. Yeah, this movie's shit. It's a fucking movie. I can't do it, man. This is one of the movies I just can't do it, man. The music just kills me. This is one of the reasons why I don't like musicals and fucking stuff.
Oh, Mike.
I can't, man. It doesn't have people getting their heads chopped off, man. It's not good shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be violent, and then there's no fucking blood anywhere. They use fucking handkerchiefs.
All the songs are great. Every single one is great.
Yeah, that's not from the movie.
I will say John C. Reilly is
number
fucking
out there,
incredible
Bar.
in the movie, but that's about it. That's all I'm giving it.
The fact that John C. Reilly isn't the best part of the film and he's still as great as he is to me one of the reasons why the film is great. And I know you all would disagree with me on that, and I do not give a shit. I will defend it again.
What do you mean he's in the best thing of it?
Yeah,
the
what
only
the
good
fuck?
thing of it.
Fuck you.
And it's gone. Spence is gone. They are gone.
We're going to end early.
Kansas City Jones is great.
Okay. The next one is a movie by Denis Villeneuve, a man who has gotten to the point that I will watch anything he makes because he does good shit. And he made good shit with Wolverine. Prisoners.
Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. At the core of why I love horror films, I think when films can do a narrative that is so fucked up, but not deter the viewer, it is a tightrope that I think this film in particular walks perfectly. Jackman gives one of the best, just not unhinged, but just in that border of a performance. Like the fact that he has to keep so much bottled inside, but he can't help it, and it just comes out in these violent fits of rage. Like especially in the scene where he has where he thinks it's Dano, and he has him locked up in the bathroom and beating the fuck out of him, and then Terrence Howard pulls him aside, and still just that boiling pot of anger and sadness and fear. And it's wonderful. And Gyllenhaal is someone who I think on paper you wouldn't think would be such a key emotional core of the film, but he also just has a wonderful understanding. And this is the film where I realized how wonderful of a visionary director the Villeneuve is, because this is a gritty crime drama where you don't think it shouldn't have a lot to do. It could be like Insomnia, where it's a good story and great performances, but the directing isn't what it's about. Villeneuve is honestly the star of this film. Him and his cinematographer just understand how to shoot the film and how to amplify the tone times 1,000 and put you in this grungy, depressing hole that you still want to return to over and over and over. It is one of the best films of the decade, and I feel like it is just slept on and forgotten about as such, and it deserves fucking respect. It's perfect.
This is a weird one because I don't know, this movie here came out with 3 different names. This movie wasn't this called Hostages at one point?
Not sure on that.
Maybe not, but he, at least in Spanish, it was called several things, and it was weird. And then when I finally got to watch it, I was like, shit, man, this is one of them hidden gems. To me, great fucking movie. Mike Hanley, for you, is this a great fucking movie?
Paul Dano is one of my favorite actors working, and this is one of the reasons why. He's fucking amazing in this movie. He's incredible. Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal together are great. Terrence Howard, a guy I usually fucking dislike in movies, I like him in this movie. I think he does a fucking good job in this. Yeah, this is a great fucking movie.
Good shit. I like when we agree, because the other times you're wrong. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the dive. I'm waiting for another shit pile to come coming at me.
Is it coming?
I'm waiting. Hey. I don't know what you're
I don't know, man. Next one is actually a pretty good fucking movie. The Clockwork Orange.
Hell yes. I want to save some of my larger thoughts on it for YLS because I do want to eventually get on for top 100. And this is very high for me. That being said, this is the movie that got me into film. I started by watching fucking YouTube videos and I'm just like, oh, casually getting like deeper and deeper into it. And then I heard like Stanley Kubrick is the greatest director of all time. I said, okay, where do I start? And I saw this. And immediately, this is the film that made me know I wanted to make a film like my career and my future. It is one of the best fucking films of all time. And some of the things that something that sells me on any film really is this connection to the human soul and this understanding of just how fucked up a person can be. And this idea, it's just like this understanding of like you like he's not Alex isn't a good person. You don't empathize with him, but the pain that he goes through still hits with you hard and it hurts. And this idea of betterment and how much shit he goes through to be society's version of a good person. And at no point do you want him to get better, but it's still the pain works. And I think so I read the original novel. I don't think it works as well as the film. I think Kubrick. There's two times where I think Kubrick is a 50-50 on adaptation. I think there are times where he absolutely fucking misses the bar, like Lolita, which is one of the worst films I've ever seen. And this, wow. I hate Lolita. I think it's dog shit. But this is one of the one of the best novel adaptations of all time. And I think Kubrick. I think this is where Kubrick stands as one of my favorite directors of all time. Like he hit everything I want in the film, and no matter how hard it is to rewatch, I still think about it all the time because of how perfectly he made it. It's half in fucking gibberish. I don't know how you're supposed to like get connected to a character when every other word is bullshit and made up.
I actually enjoyed this movie very much. This is one of the first Stanley Kubrick movies I saw. Some people hate it. Some people say he just was like flying on the good fate he earned by doing 2001 first. Those people are morons.
Yeah.
Also, Lolita is great. Shut the fuck up, Spence.
No.
I would say though, out of the two versions, somehow I still like the Adrian Lyne remake a bit more than the Stanley Kubrick one. But that's not the question on the table right now. The question is, does Mike Hanley think the Clockwork Orange is a great fucking movie? Well,
yeah.
Is it?
I actually dressed up as Malcolm McDowell for Halloween when I was an early teenager. I love this movie. This movie is fucking incredible. It's like, I love the psychological messages behind this movie. And I love the fact that his friends, after he gets out, turn out to be fucking cops. And they just beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Like, he is fucking evil. He is purely fucking evil in these, and it does affect you watching the eye drop sequence. Like, seeing what he goes through, it does affect him, but he is fucking evil, and he deserves everything he fucking gets in this movie for what he does and continues to do. It's fucking crazy. This movie is incredible. Stanley Kubrick, the dude's a master for a reason. This is an amazing movie. It's a great pick.
You know what? I actually think that is not as that is not uncommon. I don't know if the same thing happens in the United States, but a lot of crooks end up as cops here.
Man, America having bad cops, that doesn't sound like a possibility at all. Never.
Okay.
Video store politics. Let's go.
We have 3 movies left.
Ooh. What do we got?
This is the best movie of all time. I mean,
so here's my thing.
Are you gonna try to sell Mike and me on Back to the Future?
Here's why. Like, am I pandering? A little bit because I was able to pick it, but there's a reason why.
A little.
The reason I picked it it's one of my favorite memories from actually getting involved in this community.
Sorry, Cam.
Hi, Richa. One of my favorite memories since being in this community is us doing the watch along for Back to the Future. Because I remember I was giving shit Mike. I was giving shit to Mike a few months before we did it about like, we were top 100 and Back to the Future is nowhere on. He's like, what the fuck, dude? So then I was like, okay, Mike, your mouth, let's fucking watch it. It's not my top 100, but it's a perfect fucking movie. When I first watched it, it was just fine. It's in a camp like and this is, don't dog me punch with it. It was originally in a camp like Die Hard, where it's a perfect film and I have no arguments with it, but I didn't get connected to the character, so it's just like it's fine. It works. It works so fucking well. Every aspect of this film is firing on all fucking cylinders. I mean, this is a perfect movie. It's one of the greatest scripts of all time, one of the greatest scores of all time. It builds a world so wonderfully, and it makes me think a lot about, and I don't think it's a thing I would often think. Like, it makes me think a lot about the whole concept of people who wishes they were born in another decade, of like, oh, I was born at the wrong time, and seeing the subtle imperfections of the 1950s that aren't clearly in the text. Like for me, the big example is the casual racism done with the band at the dance, and the shit that they're put through, and the world is just built so well, and it's able to get to fully translate those themes and the dangers and the anxieties of the 1950s through characters just living their everyday teenage life. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this film.
I have nothing to add, dude. Like, I have thought this movie to the fucking Mike. I'm just gonna give the point to the movie. And
Yeah, the only thing I can say about it is I was named after the fucking man. If I do not love this movie, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Wait, were you really?
Yeah. My parents
Hell yeah.
love Michael J. Fox, so I was named after him.
Michael J. Hanley.
I'm just gonna say. I'm also gonna say, time travel is great. And if I could have chosen to live in a different era, I wouldn't, because then I would have missed all the He-Man toys.
That is true. That's a great point.
You become a ground floor investor for Lego, and you just take all the profits, and all your profits are fucking Legos.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Some movies rock your socks off. This one does to me. Scott Pilgrim versus the fucking world.
Hell yeah. I mentioned it earlier, and I don't know what else there is to be said about this film because it is one of the most beloved in this community. It is literally a 5-star or a half a star. People are on stone sides about it. And I think, to me, there is a key to liking this film. It's the same way that you can love 500 Days of Summer. When you admit Scott Pilgrim was a shitty human and a shitty protagonist you're not meant to like, this film works. This film fucking works on every level. Because at its core, it's about a dick fighting other dicks for just to be with a girl who's like a trophy. And the film, I think, at its core, understands that and treats its characters as such. Where no one is good in this film. The best character is fucking Knives Chow, and the level of like what she does for Scott's approval is just something like so amiable for like just like, a minor trying to seek the attention of like an older guy. It works on these small levels that I think, again, like with Back to the Future, Wright doesn't push it as director. He doesn't say like, oh, this is what the film was about. But every character is written with the common like anachronistic social anxieties that we go through on an everyday basis, and how that fundamentally like changes their actions between each character. And it works. And the action is great. And it's fucking hilarious. It's one of the best looking films of the decade. It's awesome. It's fucking great.
Do you mean she's the best as a person? Or
Best
like,
as a person, yeah. Like, she's not the most interesting character, but like, yeah.
I love this fucking movie. Some people don't. Those people are morons. This is entertaining. This is funny. This rocks your socks off. This has everything thrown to the fucking wall, and most of it sticks. Chris Evans is great. Brandon Routh is great. Clash at the fucking Demon Head is great. Even with Brie, that's her name, right?
Yeah,
Brie Larson.
She doesn't really act that well, but she's still good. She's still good here. It has the girl from the shit. Why my brain is not working? The girl from Arrested Development is great.
Yeah.
Mary Elizabeth Weinstein is great.
Is she in Arrested Development or a different girl?
Wait, was it Arrested Development? Yeah, she was in Arrested Development. She was
Oh shit, she was also in Sky High.
Yep.
She was Michael Cera's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the show. I just know that Patrick Warburton is her voice, and it's great, and it's a great fucking movie.
And by the way, the soundtrack rocks. We are Sex Bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's fucking go.
Black Sheep, one of the great original songs, is an original. I don't know, but Brie Larson does a perfect cover of it, and I wish she came back to music.
What is the name of the Clash song that they played in the thing?
Black Sheep.
That song is fucking.
Yeah, it's great. Like she had like a pop career beforehand, and then she dropped to be an actress. And I want her to come back. I want her to be in a musical or something. She has a great voice.
Mike Hanley, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's a great fucking movie or what?
Okay, I consider this before I talk. Fucking Cody. I consider this one of the greatest video game movies ever made that wasn't based off a video game. Like, it's incredible. And a name that wasn't brought up, which I always like her in basically everything she's done, including Independence Day, Mae Whitman. She's always fucking great. She's great.
Mae Whitman, that's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. She's the daughter of Joel Coleman in Independence Day. Perks of being a wallflower in this. It's yes, dude. Yeah.
She is great in Tyree the Teenage
Girl. I'm still working on it, but it's coming.
This is a great fucking movie. It's so fucking funny. I love it.
That's another point. And
no,
Bar. We got the last.
No one
movie,
gives a fuck about Basmati Blues. No one.
What's the last one?
Back to the Future 2.
We're gonna close this shit up.
Okay. What do we got?
Is this the dive?
I don't know, man. I like this fucking movie. It's in my top 100. Do you like soap, Mike?
Yes.
Is the best soap made from the asses of fat rich ladies and sold back to them?
Yes, it is.
The line is back. I love the film for what it is and not for what college dudes think it is. I think it's a great social commentary on the cancerous level on the cancerous impact of capitalism in our lives and how much it affects everything we do and how it drives the greed and the hatred fuck you bar of the world. And
things happen.
Norton and Pitt are great, but Helen Bonham Carter is wonderful, and I love seeing her act. She's one of my favorite actresses working right now. The film just works on a lot of levels, but I feel like shit for liking it, which sucks. Everyone's like, "Why do you like this? It fucking sucks." And I go on about how male pleasure fantasy it is, and how it just and how it doesn't really like fucking Bar over here, Bar, you fucking shithead. Like, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. There's a level to this film that everyone expected to be at, and it's not. It's layers deeper than what everyone perceives it as. To the point that it was loved as a dude bro film, and then it was recontextualized, and then it's loved as a dude bro film, and then we're gonna fucking recontextualize again. Everyone is misunderstanding what the point of the film is. The point of the film is to mock those people and to call them shitheads and call them idiots, and they all want to recreate this. I think there's actually a dude who loved this on Top 100 and said like, "Oh yeah, I was in a Fight Club or some shit." Like, that's not it. That's not what this fucking film is. The film is just a great commentary of the toxic masculinity we face in everyday lives. So it's meant for me. That's the shit that I like, and that's a reason it's my Top 100. It's why it's one of my favorite fucking films of all time, and why it's a great fucking movie.
What they said. Yes, agree. This movie is brilliant. I never saw the twist coming the first time I did it. Then again, when I saw it for the first time, I was 18 years old in a movie theater, trying to figure out why this fucking movie was so fucking brilliant. And it got me, man. I mean, Fincher hooked me right in from the moment with go. Like, Alien 3, let's fucking go. And after that, I was just like, doing like everything he did, he had me. Uh, he never really lost me, and I've always thought like that couple like Seven, The Game, Fight Club, that three movies series there. It was like, damn, this guy's fucking great. This one specifically, I think it was in my 60s. Fuck it, I might move it up.
It's
I really
higher
love
for me.
Fight Club. And the music by the Dust Brothers, perfect. The ending
Pixie
song with the Pixies when the world is blowing up, it's like fucking chef's kiss. Bar is an idiot.
Yes.
Mike, this is a great fucking movie.
I love these type of psychological mindfuck movies. The ending, those twist endings, same thing happens in Identity. I love those type of movies, man. I can't get enough of them. This movie's fucking amazing. Message behind it's incredible. If you've ever listened to the commentary is fucking great. I love the commentary on this movie. Everything, the look of it, everything. Editing, fucking incredible, man. Edward Norton is fucking amazing. The dude may be the biggest dickhead that works in movies to people, but he gives fucking stellar performances. So I give him a pass on being a dick. Great fucking movie.
Fair. That's it, guys.
We've done it.
Bar.
Shortest show.
5 more movies than with you, and we did it in 15 minutes less. So, the question now is...
Before you give
What?
the thing, for people who just tuned in, I know Cody was going like, what the fuck, in Bar. We changed the format, if you guys don't know. We did change the format up. Spence was able to bring 10 movies they thought I would love on there, and Nazario picked the other 10. I had nothing to do with these lists. I did not see any of the movies that were going to be on here. So whatever the score is, ain't my fucking fault. It's Spence's fault.
You think... The funny thing here is that Bar think is going to be higher than what he got. It's not.
With less movies, yeah. With less movies, it's harder.
It's not, though. He got 63.15%. Great movies.
So
I
that
don't know what that means.
is, oh my God, that is on the brink. That is on the brink.
No.
But you still get a pretty good fucking movie. You got one less than Jake. Jake has 64%.
Is
Pretty
Jake the
good
top?
fucking reviewer. Just like
We'll
every
bring you back
single
on, Cody.
person-
We'll bring you back on.
Fuck Cody. No, I want to
Just
be his
like
ass.
every single person that has done the show. Nobody gets beyond pretty good fucking reviewer. Mike Hanley, you are strict. You're a strict man. And I love it.
63%.
I want to
What
beat
am I
the
gonna do with
Australian.
that?
I need a point.
And you get this is the lowest we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
And it was with movies they picked.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm the bottom?
Jake
I'm the
had
actual
64.
worst?
Jake was next. He had
Jake is
64.
I am blaming this all on you disliking Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed like a bitch. One of the greatest films of all time, and you shit on it, good sir. You lie. You lie to yourself.
I don't know, man. It's not my show. It's my Hanley show.
I may update it since we're updating how we've been doing it. I may update the rankings. I will let you know.
You know what? Starting next episode, I might put like a list at the beginning so we can see like the ranking
Yeah.
of people. Good shit. Okay. We always end the show with a man recommending a great fucking movie. This is no different. Going into recommendations. Mike, what do you have for us?
So I wanted to change it up
Say
this
the
time.
name, I bring up the poster.
Yes, I wanted to change it up this time. I wanted to bring in one of my favorite romantic comedy movies that I love.
How sweet.
And it has the man, the myth, the legend, of course. It's Overboard. Fucking Kurt Russell, baby. Goldie
It's a
Hawn.
great fucking movie.
I love this movie to death. This movie is so fucking fun. It's so heartfelt. Like once Goldie Hawn gets over being a tight ass about everything, Kurt Russell basically fucking with her. Once they get through all that and that second half hits and it's just about them falling in love, It's so fucking amazing. The kids are great. I love everything about this. It's such a fun movie, man. I did not like the remake at all. This is my go-to movie here. This is
Didn't
fucking
they remake
fantastic.
this one with the Mexican Derbez?
Yeah, and Anna Faris.
Yeah, that was trash. I actually,
I should have. Maybe next time I'll go with the Goot next time for Cody. For Cody's sake, I might go with the Goot next time.
that's it, guys. Another great fucking movies episode is in the book. Another pretty good fucking reviewer. I like this shit. I think it's a good show. Mike seems to enjoy it. I need to get myself one of them great fucking movies t-shirts in that website down there. Thanks, Spence, for waking up for this. Apparently you sleep till noon. Mike, keep being you. Thanks everybody who watched the show live. We take them views. We don't get any money for it, but we take them. See you next time on Great Fucking Movie.